Oh god, we're running out of chips. The read and write speeds aren't as good on the M2. Oh no, what are we gonna do?
No one's gonna notice, sir. Trust me, it'll be fine.
How do you know that, Glenn? I mean, we haven't been able to build Apple TVs for 3 months.
It's fine, no one's buying those things anyway.
Wait, really? Didn't we just update that with the A12 chip like a year ago?
Yeah, everyone figured out that it was basically the same as the A10X. Don't worry, nobody's buying those TV boxes.
How many of those do we have in supply?
Oh, like 10 million. In fact, we're actually having to pay rent on the warehouse space to store all of these unsold Apple TVs.
Oh shoot, since we're in a recession, do you think we could move some inventory on those?
Well, no one's buying them, sir. I mean, we could do a price cut.
Oh, yeah. Forgot who I was talking to. We're Apple. There's no price cuts, okay? We fired the guy that cut the price on the HomePod. How else can we move inventory on these things?
Throw in a gift card, maybe?
That's genius. That way we give them a discount, but they have to keep spending money on us. You're getting a raise.
Really? How much?
Half the current inflation rate.
Oh, sweet. Oh well.
Let's begin. So yeah, bizarrely, I got home from my trip last night and Apple had the Apple Store down, which I was like, oh crap, is the M2 MacBook Air ready already? Like, that seemed a little quick. I knew they said it'd be available July. I didn't think they meant like midnight, but actually it was not that. They took down the Apple Store specifically just so they could start adding $50 gift cards to when you buy Apple TVs. This has to be one of the weirdest financial moves I've seen Apple make in recent history. Like, the same Apple that rose the price by $30 on the iPhone SE3, the same Apple that rose the price of the M2 MacBook Air by $200, they're now saying, okay, if you buy an Apple TV 4K, or even the stupid one with the A8 chip that is maxed out at 1080p, that thing launched like 7 years ago, and they're still selling it. Now if you buy those, you get a $50 gift card. Now, you can't use the gift card towards the Apple TV, but the reason this is so weird is especially with the case of the Apple TV HD, that's like a third of the product's value. You know, occasionally Apple will do gift cards with MacBook purchases or Black Friday sales, but really the sales are just like, yeah, when you buy this $1,000 iPhone, you get like a $20 gift card. Wow. But now you can buy like a $150, $180 TV box and get a third of its value back via a gift card. That's pretty drastic, especially in the environment we're in where the US dollar is worth less and less. Apple is raising prices in Japan because of inflation and the currency there becoming weaker and weaker. But suddenly, despite all of these price hikes and everything getting more expensive, they're now really trying to move inventory with the Apple TV. There's not some new TV Plus show they're pushing that hard with, and they just start dropping these huge gift cards alongside the Apple TV box. So I think it's because they're trying to clear out inventory and sales have gotten particularly low for these boxes. Basically, if you were interested in an Apple TV, you probably already bought one, and if you're not interested, you're not going to get one. So Apple got the Apple TV making headlines again, and a $50 gift card makes me think they are taking much, much lower profit margins on these things. If anything, maybe going in the negative depending on chip supplies and how much it costs them to actually build the Apple TV. Don't say it's that cheap when the frickin' 4K one has an HDMI 2.1 port on the back. They can't even put that in the MacBook Pros. I'm sure the A12 chip is pretty dang affordable, but now we have Mark Gurman and Ming-Chi Kuo, who don't always agree, but when they do, there's a pretty high chance of something happening. They're now saying Apple has a new Apple TV in the works for later this year. It could be at the iPhone event in September, maybe a little bit later, but I get the feeling that they have a bunch of those in inventory, and because whatever this new Apple TV is going to be, whether it's a stick or another box, now with a 14 chip or whatever, they don't want to keep these things on the website anymore. Unlike the Apple Watch Series 3, which should have died a long time ago. The Apple TV HD and 4K, they're still hanging around, and very few people are buying them now, so Apple's just trying to rush them all out the door. Come on, make way for the new Apple TV 4K, which will probably have the exact same design, but here's hoping it has a lower starting price, because I think that's probably the biggest issue with the Apple TV. However, on our trip to Hawaii, we were using a 4K Fire TV stick, and I take back a lot of the things I said about the Apple TV being so expensive and how other companies like Roku and Amazon had come up with these 4K dongles that do just as good. Yeah, that thing was slow and laggy, and I was not terribly impressed with it, so maybe I've been too harsh on the Apple TV, but even so, I'm not trying to say they should charge like $50 or 40 bucks for it, but just an Apple Silicon powered TV box that's under $100, that shouldn't be too complicated, even if $100 doesn't mean what it used to mean. I'm not a believer that they need to make this TV box into a gaming console alternative because no one's playing games on those things, Apple. So please, if you can put the M2 chip in a fanless design, I think you can make an Apple TV with a fanless design too. It's possible. What do you guys think is the reason Apple is starting to ship these huge gift cards with the Apple TV now? Feel free to let me know what you're thinking down below. This is your Apple Chip here. I'll see you all in the next one.